All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about three trades that the Spurs could make involving Devin Vassell. Let me preface this by saying I'm a big fan of Devin. I think he has a great game. He's a great shooter. He's just improved all around. But I personally just think that he could benefit somewhere else, and the Spurs could get something out of his value right now because he's on the pathway to being great. So I think that he's a moving piece that the Spurs could use. So we're going to go into three ways, or three trades, I should say, that the Spurs could do. But looking at Devin, first of all, he is 24 years old, so going to be 25 next year, 6'5", 195. And right now, his salary looks like this. So 29 million. They are not in the thousands. 29 million, and beyond it kind of just stays around 27 million. Pretty actually good deal for the Spurs, given the circumstances and given today's NBA landscape with contracts. But nonetheless, we're going to look at potential trades that the Spurs could make. They're all going to be straight up trades, no picks, no money involved, just players that I think the Spurs could benefit from. All right, so first one, Devin Vassell for Jeremy Grant. Now, the first thing is Devin's going to be 25. Jeremy's going to be 31. But I just think that Jeremy Grant is in the best time of his playing career. He's on a team that's struggling a lot, that is rebuilding. I don't think that he wants to be in that stage of his career. I think he wants to be on a contending team. And the Spurs, maybe a lot of people still don't admit it, they're contending, in my opinion. So Portland can benefit from Devin, who's a great offensive weapon. I think that he really fills that shooting guard position, which I know they're pretty stacked with guards, but Devin is also kind of a small forward, in my opinion. So I think that they could really just swap him out with Jeremy and not really skip or miss a beat too much. Jeremy's contract looks pretty friendly. He is again going to be, I believe, 31 years old next year, 6'8", so taller than Devin, and he's not really known for his defense, but has the defensive makeup pretty solid at 214. His contract, it is escalating. It is pretty expensive, but in my opinion, turning 31 years old, you see Harrison Barnes, who's really playing well. They're in their primes. I mean, I really do think that. So I believe it's worth paying him. I really do. Obviously, that's my opinion. Not sure if the front office wants to dish out even more money for a player that doesn't really elevate your offensive game too much. But I like Jeremy Grant's game. I've always been a fan of him. So maybe it's a lot more biased than anything. Next one, we have Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for Devin Vassell, along with, I believe, Caleb Houston, who's not bad, 6'8". You never know what they can do, but Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, proven to be an NBA player, an NBA champion with the Denver Nuggets. I have always loved his game. I think he might have even won with the Lakers, too. I'll have to look that up. I love his game. I think he's a solid 3-and-D player legitimately. I think he has a lot of talent left in his NBA career. He is a little bit older, but you look at the Spurs veterans, especially CP3 and Harrison, not only have they elevated the Spurs game, but they've kind of just transitioned in really smoothly. So I think that Kentavious, Orlando's a good team, but I personally think the Spurs are more contending than them. So I think Kentavious would be great for us. You look at his contract, he's going to be 32 next year, 6'5", great NBA, build. And a very friendly contract. His contract actually goes down in salary. He's going to be 32 next year, 6'5", great NBA, build, and a very friendly contract. His contract actually goes down in salary the next couple of years. So I personally think the Spurs should look at this. And Orlando would be getting Devin, who complements them. I think that they have a really good young team. I think that shooting guard position is something that they could really benefit from with Devin sliding right into that role. All right, so the last one we have is Devin Vassell for John Collins straight up. This is probably my least favorite trade out of the three, but I do like John Collins' game. I know there was rumors of him to the Spurs a couple of years ago. Didn't end up falling through, and that's okay, but I think that he has a really good inside game. He's more of a true center, in my opinion, even though he is a little bit smaller than most centers. But I just think that he's, a strong, no-fear center. So I think that would go well with Wemby to have somebody down there who he can give the ball to and kind of know that, hey, we got some strength down here as well, so I can pop back out or something like that. But I just like John Collins' game. If we look at his contract, cheaper than Devin a little bit, but just a few years obviously. But I think that would be a good test run for him to see if he fits in with the team. Pretty young player. He is going to be 28 next year, I believe. So pretty young. I think he complements the timeline pretty well. CP3 is always good with bigs, so I think that would be a good compliment. But let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. And of course, any feedback that you have, let me know. Have a great Thanksgiving weekend. See you guys in the next video.